I'm Jerry Young, born in '38, so I'm 72 years old. I think most people take their voices for granted. You know, I can talk, see, hear, and I took it for granted like everybody else. Then when I got hoarse, that situation started to change. I got hoarse after a routine endoscopy. I called my doctor. She said, if it doesn't go away, see an ENT specialist. It didn't. I did. It was confirmed that I had throat cancer. What's called squamous cell carcinoma, which is the common type of cancer that people that have oral head and neck cancer have squamous cell carcinoma. The data said that 90% of people like me, their cancer was killed with radiation. Considering the statistics, it was a no-brainer. I do radiation. And 28 sessions later, and I still had cancer. So surgery is the next best way to go for me. I received what's called a partial laryngectomy. This surgery I didn't know at the time, but it's rarely done, mainly because a lot of surgeons, ENT, ear, nose, and throat specialists, whatever the reason, they don't learn the procedure, don't want to learn the procedure. It does take time, a lot more time than just going in and cutting out your larynx and dropping it in the wastebasket. The procedure he performed, he took out the front cartilage. That is taken out, so he had full access to the larynx. He then cut out both vocal cords. He then took the vocal cord cartilage and stretched that and attached it to another structure in the voice box. Then that is sutured shut. Close up that cap, and that's it. The vocal cord cartilage is now trying to function as vocal cords and making a sound, so although I still have the same mannerisms, characteristics, the speech pattern to my voice, the way I talked, I have a different voice. Most of us that have had oral head and neck cancer, we have what I call a new normalcy. I said, will I ever have a normal voice? Anatomically, it's impossible, right? Because I no longer have vocal cords. That's it in a nutshell. I think the biggest limitation is socially. I don't have any volume to my voice. My wife loves it because I can't yell at her. I've heard a few comments from her say, hey, you got a sexy voice. And I like that, of course. That's good for my ego, but it is what it is. Several months after my surgery, I started attending a laryngectomy group, and I was the only guy in there without a prosthetic in my throat. And none of those people had ever heard of the kind of surgery I had. They thought I still had vocal cords, and I said, no. I had a supracricoid laryngectomy. One day during an appointment with Dr. Damrose, I said, Dr. Damrose, how many of those guys in this group would have been candidates for the partial laryngectomy that you performed on me? And I expected an answer like, 10%, 50%. His answer was 50%. I said, you're kidding. Half? What in the world's going on? And he very honestly said, well, a lot of the guys, a lot of physicians don't know how to do it. Some maybe don't want to learn. You feel sorry because most of us don't do our homework when it comes to finding out we have a problem, a medical problem, and then we put our faith in our doctors. What it did was really kind of anger me. It made me want to do something. This word needs to get out. Hopefully through what happens here, maybe some other laryngology surgeons will understand that they may need to get a little bit up to date, learn a little bit more about what they can do for patients. Thanks to Dr. Damrose, I have a voice.